Welcome to the new crib. What do you reckon? Should we go on a little house tour? Not really. Not yet. Anyways, hopefully one day. We're here, just finished a nice little round of golf there in the sunshine. What a day this is again. Friday in the Toon. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you all have a great weekend. There is loads of Newcastle United news to get stuck into on this video. But before that, more important things at hand, really, isn't there? Cheers. Cheers to what should hopefully be a great weekend. No Newcastle game until the Monday night. Probably won't talk about that too much in this video. I might actually use my paint as a... No, I'll not do that. I'll just keep on holding it. Probably end up knocking it over. So, what a glorious day. Hope everyone's having a good one. There's plenty to talk about, including stadium stuff, pre-season stuff, team news for that game against Leicester, more kit images, which are absolutely horrendous. So stay tuned for that one. But before we get into all those juicy topics, big up to the sponsor of this video, Match Bingo. Over £200,000 has been paid out to players so far by taking sports betting, football and bingo and combining them into one brilliant app. Make sure you get your bingo card for this upcoming weekend. Click through the link in the description or via the QR code on your screen throughout this video. And right now, bingo cards for this game are buy 4, get 1 free. So get involved in the really fun app on Match Bingo and win yourself some cash in the process. So you'll see that QR code on your screen throughout the video, or the link is in the description if you want to have a little shot at Match Bingo this weekend. Let's start with the stadium stuff first and foremost, because it looks like Newcastle United executives are having to rethink the potential capacity size. Now there's conflicting reports on this one, so you've got like Craig Hope still sticking at the fact that it's going to be 65,000 seater, because that's what Darren Eales is recommending to the Newcastle United Saudi Arabian owners, that they will just stick to 65,000. 65 is enough. You don't want empty seats on a match day. We want to keep the demand there, so the price is there. That's rattled a few fans online. Doesn't take much, but it has really rattled them. They've kicked off now saying, greedy Darren Eales, saying that, you're going to keep the demand high, so the ticket price can stay high and all that, and there is some truth in that. But at the end of the day, that's football, that's business, unfortunately. But what they've got to take into account is Newcastle as an area. It may look beautiful where I am right here, absolutely unreal settings, posh as out. But in the whole, you know what I mean? We are a working class city, people can't afford massive expensive tickets and stuff, so I really hope they do keep that in mind. Your face getting nice and burnt here, innit? Maybe I'll go this way. Now the background of the golf instead. They've got to keep that in mind. Listen, in all seriousness, we've got to make sure that we do right by the region, and we obviously keep it affordable, and we don't want to outprice kids growing up and stuff as well now that might not be able to afford tickets, or might not be able to get tickets even. So the demand's there for 65. That to me says you probably should increase it then. 65,000 is not enough. It really isn't. I said 100,000 as a bit of a joke not long ago. Now, there is a difference between, a free day out watching a trophy parade, the bus going through the streets, 150,000, a free event at the town where 150,000 to see Shearer and Deck and everything, and the players with the trophy and Bruno's chanting. That is obviously different to how many fans will turn up and pay every week or during the week on a Tuesday night against Everton. Trip you over the wall. But I think, 100,000 is obviously a stretch, but honestly, I think 80,000 we could do that. I honestly really do. Old Trafford's about to get 100,000. Yes, it's going to be tourist city, but we can honestly get more than 70,000. I think we should be pushing for 75, 80. And then if you're struggling to sell tickets more than 70,000, do general sale, do on the day admissions, do kids, families, discounts, whatever, and you'll easily fill it. Do things for the foundation. You'll have loads of hospitality areas in there, because that's what sells the tickets anyways. The club aren't bothered about another 700-800 quid for season tickets for the normal bloke in the Gallagher. They want big corporate sponsors and everything, paying bloody 80 to 100 grand a year. That's what they want, that's what they need. Or people who are paying £500 a shot who are travelling from overseas. So I genuinely, honestly believe that we need way more than 70. Well, not way more. We do need at least 70. So the likes of Hope and other journalists are saying it's, Darren Eales wants to keep it at 65. 65,000 is still the marker. However, the likes of Luke Edwards at the Telegraph and others are saying they will push for at least that 70,000 figure. So the Leazes Park Stadium, where some are saying it's going to be adjacent to St James's Park, some are saying it's going to be further back in Leazes Park. I can't wait to just find out, by the way. This big new stadium stuff's carrying on longer than the takeover. At this point, you know what I mean? We're told we'll be getting information on it in early 2025. Well, we're in April now, sunny spring. We're still yet to hear anything, but it could be a crucial couple of weeks is what other journalists are saying as well. So we should hear stuff very soon on this stadium. But you have got journalists saying that, 70,000 is what they're pushing for now. So I believe that'll be the case. I think they've got to hit that 70,000 mark, if not more. Honestly, I do. And I think what they're talking about now is the the reshaping of it, the new ideas that are coming out, are because they've seen the parade, they've seen the demand, they've seen the excitement now that trophies are over the line, if European football happens. They're going to look at it and be like, well, actually, 65,000 isn't enough. We can easily do more than that. Let's at least get 70,000. So that's the belief now behind the scenes, that they are going to need to have that new capacity at least 70,000. Apparently the Saudi Arabian owners, PIF, are looking at it and wanting that to be at least 70,000. They're going to want that massive, shiny, impressive stadium. And 65,000, even a lot of the fan base have said, is it worth building a new stadium for an extra 10, 12,000 than what we've already got? You know, we want something huge, immersive, impressive, creative. 65,000, you know, it's not a massive upgrade, is it, really? So I think we've got to be touching at least 70, if not more. But those are the stadium updates there, rumours that we are rethinking the design and the shape and the amount of seats inside the new St James's Park / Leisure Park Stadium / whatever you want to call it stadium. We don't know yet, but we will hopefully know soon enough. Let's talk about these kit leaks, yeah, because this caused a bit of a debate online on my video the other day there about the new design, and now my mate has actually received this kit from China. So it's obviously not real, is it? But he's got it. There's a picture of it in the flesh that he's took. There it is. Now, the video the other day, it's obviously similar in terms of the washed out black lines, but now this is mental. This has got way more going on. Loads of the crazy patterns. There's black. Oh, it's a mess is what it is. I told him, I said, what'd you get that for? He says, you got sent it for free. I says, give it away for free. Give it to a charity shop. Didn't go and walk around wearing that. No, I'm just joking, Rob, but you enjoy it. But seriously, that is awful. That is the worst Newcastle United home kit I have ever seen in my life. It is terrible. There's no way that can be real. I hope not. But the thing is that it's somewhere in between both those designs. So the one I showed you the other day on the other video, I'll put it on the screen again now. And then the one that I've just shown you, I'll put it on again now for you. The new one as well. Another one that's came out. This one, again, it's a shirt that's being made. So designers, people over there, they're getting word of it. It's going to be close to that. Let's really hope it's not close to this one, and more so than on the other day. Just with more bloody ink for the colouring, just so we can actually have the black stripes, please. Not washed out ones. So yeah, it's going to be close to that. It's going to be somewhere between those with a few minor tweaks, is the strong rumours about Newcastle's new home kit. Really hope not. It is shocking that. It's really bad. Off the back of winning a cup, that's what we're going to be wearing? No way. And obviously these designs are done up to 2 years in advance, you know. At least 1 year. So it's been there for a while, which is a shame because, as I said on the video the other day, it should have been gold. Gold seller, gold Adidas stripes, gold font on the back. Winners. Yeah? That's what I'm saying. That's what it should be. But there's that. The other stuff that was coming out is the pre-season plans. It was originally thought that they would be heading off to Hong Kong. That was according to Hope, so he was wrong on that one. It is going to be Singapore and South Korea. So we are touching that Asian market again like we did last year. Tokyo, now we're going to go to South Korea. We're going to be playing a friendly against Spurs in Seoul, who obviously have a huge Korean following through Heung-min Son. So we're meant to be playing them. We're looking at other Premier League outfits and also an All-Star 11 again. We were trying to go to Hong Kong and Arsenal and Liverpool and that are going there, but we've missed out on that one apparently, so now they're focusing on Singapore and South Korea. End of July tour over there. Long way to go, but a great way for fans on that side of the world to see the team, so that'll be an exciting one as well. So a big pre-season plan there, and then they're going to do what they did previously, where we obviously have a training camp, likely in Germany again, likely at the Adidas headquarters. And obviously, they'll do the Seller Cup again. Why wouldn't they do that every year? That's obviously a very good way of getting families to be able to see the game that can't get tickets to the Premier League matches and that. So that makes sense as well. So big pre-season plans ahead of a big, busy summer. Hopefully, got to be. We're doing good now FFP-wise. We're hearing good things that we should be able to splash the cash this summer. And obviously, we're going to be battling the bloody Isaac rumours all summer long as well, aren't we? So can't wait for that one. But yeah, exciting summer ahead there pre-season-wise and in the transfer window, hopefully. And in the other news was just briefly on Eddie Howe's press conference this morning. I actually haven't seen it because I've been here on the golf course all day. But bits and pieces that I have seen is obviously fitness tests are happening on Isaac, Trippier and Gordon still. Gordon hasn't trained with the squad yet, so he's probably not going to make Leicester on Monday. And I don't think we need to. I think Harvey Barnes has stepped up, to be honest. I think he's been really good, Harvey Barnes. So I don't mind him keeping his place. I think he deserved it. I think he's took his opportunity well. He's looked dangerous. And if Isaac had a square it with him on the night, surely he would have had a tackling. So I don't mind Barnes staying. You know what it is? I wouldn't even risk Isaac. You can have him on the bench if you want, but if we can't beat Leicester, who have lost, I think, is it 7 games in a row and haven't even scored in those games, or scored 1 goal, we should be beating them, even at their place. You know, we've got to. They're dead and buried, so surely Ruud van Nistelrooy is not going to haunt us like he did when he used to be able to striker for Man U back in the day. But we've got to be doing the job on them. I think you can afford to rest these. I can have Wilson up front. I'd like to see a Sula. Barnes as well, obviously. And then I think we can rest a couple of players for that one, surely, because we've got that many fixtures in April. It's a very busy one. You know, Man U the following Sunday is a tasty game. So there's that. But maybe more on the Leicester stuff on Sunday or on the Monday, the game itself. So stay tuned to the channel for that one. I think there's quite a lot of news we've ramped up into that video. 10 minutes on a Friday. I think that'll do. Everyone wants to enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give this one a like. And see you in the next one.